The famous remark "when France sneezes, the whole of Europe catches a cold" has been attributed to several people over the years. Initially, the words were used in the late 18th century by François Guizot, who was the foreign minister in France. He used the phrase to describe the delicate balance of power and the interdependence of the European nations. Later variations of the phrase were also attributed to Austrian statesman Prince Metternich. Some say that he said something along the lines of "when France sneezes, Europe trembles." 19th century poet Heinrich Heine also used a phrase that was quite similar. He used the words "when France gets a cold, all of Europe must take morphine." This phrase was commonly used during the 1880s and 1890s. Later, the phrase was used to describe the interconnectedness of the global economy in modern times. In the 1950s, the phrase was also used to refer to the influence of the American economy on the rest of the world. In the 1960s, French President Charles de Gaulle also used the phrase to highlight the importance of the country in Europe and the world. The phrase has become a common idiom used to describe the influence and importance of France. Many people attribute the phrase to the French diplomat Talleyrand, who was known for his economic and political analysis. He is said to have written that "when France sneezes, all the world makes a face." This phrase is still regularly used today to describe the impact that France has on the rest of the world. Some attribute the phrase to the French-born Brazilian journalist Euclides da Cunha. He wrote the phrase "when France sneezes, the whole world catches cold" in a book that was published in 1906. Historians have also attributed the phrase to Napoleon Bonaparte, who is said to have remarked, "When France is sick, so is Europe." Regardless of who the phrase is attributed to, it has become one of the most used sayings to describe the interconnectedness of the world. It has been used to describe the importance of France in both its regional and global context. The phrase was also used to describe French diplomacy, as the French government employed this phrase to describe their immense influence in European and international politics. The phrase has been commented on by prominent individuals and influencers, such as British Prime Minister Winston Churchill. During a speech in France in 1946, he declared, "When France sneezes, the world trembles." In recent times, the phrase has been used to describe the influence of French culture on the rest of the world. From Parisian fashion to fine French cuisine, the phrase highlights the fact that what is seen as trend-setting in France quickly becomes trend-setting around the world.